Namaste. So I'm going to do around 20 minutes of yoga, and this is going to be quite simple type of Vinyasa, very basic, I would say, Vinyasa yoga with some sun salutations and stuff. So I will get to the top of the mat and just run through the entire sequence. And I'm just improvising this sequence, so I will see what I might include, as I go about. So I will just start by having the feet together, the big toes touching, and the spine is long, straight, and the tailbone is drawing in, and the kneecaps are also drawn up, shoulders down from the ears, and just finding a nice balance. And then inhaling and taking the arms up to the sky and looking up without overextending the neck back. And then exhale and just swan dive forward and keep the knees slightly bent if need to. And just folding forward, letting that spine just, be drawn towards the floor or the ground with the crown of the head. And then inhale and extend the spine and keep the legs straight here. And then exhale and step back, both feet to the back of the mat, and keep the fingers spread wide. And rotate the elbows so you have them pointed forward. And keep the stomach really tight, the abs. And stay here in a high plank just for a couple of seconds. And you can sort of create some movement, so sort of move forward on the toes and then flipping back. So you're sort of getting a little bit of a workout here. And then lower the knees to the ground, and on an exhale take the entire upper body to the floor with the elbows pressing towards the upper body. And then inhale, come into a small cobra, and then exhale down to the floor. And then inhale, come up into a normal type of upward facing dog. And then slowly on an exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. And do some kind of alternated bends with the knees here. So you're sort of stretching one leg out and, bending the other knee just a couple of times. And then really let the spine sort of be as long as possible and reach towards the floor here. So the head is also hanging towards the floor, getting a nice detox, And then on an inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees and look forward. And step up to the top of the mat with the feet. And inhale, extend the spine. And exhale, fold over the legs here. Keep the knees bent if needed. And then inhale and extend the arms up to the sky. Really nice and long upper body here. And then exhale and take the hands to the heart. And keep the big toes touching and the rest of the toes really spreading across on the floor, so you really have nice balance. So we will do sun salutation again. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky, nice and long, and then exhale, fold forward over the legs, and inhale, extend the spine forward, and then exhale, jump or step back into a high plank. Stay here just for a short moment and keep the fingers spread on the mat so you have nice support. And then exhale all the way chaturanga to the floor. And inhale, come into a nice upward facing dog. And you can sort of look over each of the shoulders, so you sort of are keeping the neck not so, you know, tense. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. And stay here for 2 breaths. And inhale, come up on the toes. And exhale, bend the knees, look forward. And you can jump or step up to the top of the mat. And then inhale, extend the spine. Nice, long. The legs are as straight as possible. And then exhale, fold over. And really consider the breath to create the movement as you go along in this sun salutation. And then inhale, take the hands all the way up to the sky. And look up and stretch towards the sky. And then exhale, take the hands to the heart. And then inhale again. Extend the arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive forward into a nice forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine and keep the legs straight. And then on an exhale, step the right foot back. Stay in a high lunge here, but with the right knee off the floor. And then take the right hand to the floor and spread the fingers wide. And then on an inhale, rotate towards the left side and extend the left arm up to the sky. And look up towards the hand on the left. So you're getting like a nice type of detox here. And then exhale, rotate the left arm down to the floor. And on an inhale, step back into a high plank with the left foot. And then on an exhale, do a chaturanga all the way to the floor. And then inhale, come into a nice upward facing dog. Nice long spine. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. Keep the knees slightly bent if you need to. And inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and then jump or step up to the top of the mat, and inhale, extend the spine here, and then exhale, really nice forward fold over the legs. And really let the head hang down towards the floor here. So you're really allowing for the blood to sort of move towards the floor here. And then inhale and take the hands all the way up to the sky here, or as far as you can reach, And then take the hands down on an exhale to the heart. And then we will do the right side, same thing. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward in a nice swan dive. Inhale, extend the spine. And then on an exhale, step the left foot back. And then take the left hand to the floor. And then on an inhale, rotate towards the right. And then extend the right arm up to the sky and look up. And keep the left fingers spread as much as possible on the floor so you have nice support and not placing too much weight on the wrist. And then on an exhale, take the right hand down and step back the right foot and remain here for a short breath in the high plank, and then exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, come up to a nice upward facing dog. And then exhale into downward facing dog. And stay here in the downward facing dog just for a couple of breaths to really allow for the spine to sort of to become as long as possible and really like, you know, be extending towards the floor here. So you sort of is straightening out the spine, because as you are in your day-to-day life, you most often, you know, sort of are compressing the spine, since you have the gravity sort of drawing the spine towards the ground. But sort of by doing an inversion and taking the hands towards the floor, you actually align for the spine to sort of stretch out, you know. So really good to do a downward facing dog if you cannot do a, let's say, a headstand or something, you know. And then inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees and look forward. And step up to the top of the mat, and inhale, extend the spine. And exhale, fold over the legs here. And then inhale, take the arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, take the hands to the heart. So I think we will do like some just actually a tree pose. I think I feel like a tree pose with some balance is quite nice, because it is in the evening actually. So just take the hands here to the heart, and you can step the feet a hip distance apart. And then you can sort of just start to take the body weight over to the left side, to the left leg here. And then on an inhale, you can sort of move the right foot along the inside of the left leg and take the right foot as high as possible, but not on the inside of the left knee. So either on the ankle or on the thighs here. And then keep the hands here at the heart, and open the hip on the right side. And then you can inhale and extend the arms up to the sky here, and keep the balance as well. And you can look up to the sky if you find that comfortable with the balance. And then if you want some more challenge here, you can open up towards the right side here. So you do a slight stretch on the left rib side, and then you're taking the right hand to the right knee here. And then inhale, take the hands up again to the sky, and then exhale, take the arms back to the heart and take the right foot down to the floor. And we can do a small dancer's pose. So still maintain the body weight on the left leg, and then you're going to just grab onto the ankle on the right foot here with the right hand, and then you're going to start to shift your body, upper body, towards the floor here, and lift the hip of the right side up towards the sky here, and maintain the balance. But try and not, how should I say, you should keep the hips like aligned as you're doing this. And you can take the left arm forward here, so you finding a balance as you're doing this, and extending the right leg up towards the sky here, and maintain the left leg straight as you're doing this, and keep the balance and draw the abs in so you have a nice support. And then release the right foot and take it down to the floor, and then we will do exactly the same on the other side. So find your balance here with the support of the right leg, and then on an inhale we're going to draw the left foot up along the right leg here, and place the foot somewhere where you feel you have a good balance.
And then on an inhale you can take your arms and extend them above your head, and really allowing for a nice stretch. You're trying to really reach as high as you can here, so you feel a nice stretch on both of the sides of the ribs here. And you can look up if you find you have balance. I have quite good balance, so I could actually stay in a tree pose for 10 minutes, I think. So anyway, and then if you want some more advanced type of thing or challenging, you can take the left hand to the left knee here and getting a nice stretch on the right side of the ribs, and then come back on an inhale to the center here with the arms up, and then exhale, take them to the heart, release the left foot to the floor, and we will do our dancer's pose with support using the right leg here. So you're going to grab the left hand here to the left ankle, and then you're going to start slowly shifting your upper body forward and lifting the left hip towards the sky, but keep aligned yet as much as you can with the hips here. And you can extend the right arm forward. So you are trying to create both with the back a nice kind of you know, moon type of shape, and yet you're lifting the left side up here. And right leg is straight and really stable, and you have good balance. And the abs are also drawing inward, so you're really keeping a nice support. And then on the next exhale you can release the left foot to the floor, and you can shake the legs if you need to. So I think we will end this practice in just a normal type of lotus pose. So to get into the lotus pose, we will do one sun salutation. So inhale and look up, exhale, fall forward in a swan dive, and then inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, do chaturanga, either jump or step back. And then inhale, come into upward facing dog. Keep the spine here nice and long, and then exhale into downward facing dog. And then inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees. And you can either jump through here into a seated pose, or you can just simply take your knees to the ground and come into either a full lotus pose or a half lotus, whatever you feel most comfortable in. So I will do a half lotus because I can do a full lotus, but you know, to actually sit for at some longer period of time, it's quite easy to be in a half lotus. So you can take your hands on respective knee and just let the palms of the hands face up, and just draw the shoulders back. You can do some shoulder rotations here, so you draw the shoulders up towards the ears and then back and under just a couple of times to release any tension, and just allow for the spine to be long here and to sort of have the chest and the heart space open and the shoulders down from the ears, and just find a center here as you are seated. And you can find some, either you can close your eyes and find points around your third eye, or you can keep your eyes open and just take your gaze a little bit out on the floor here, and just find the stillness and maintain the breath here, kind of, you know, slow. And you can also, if you want to do any breath work, this is the perfect time to do that. But I'm not going to go into any breath work here because this video is going to be too long otherwise. But you can end your practice here by taking your hands to the heart, and you can say Namaste, or you can basically do any other form of practice with the Vinyasa, or as I said, you can do some pranayama practice with the breath, or you can sit and just meditate, and whatever you feel is the right thing for you. But I'm going to end here because this was just a short, just simple yoga Vinyasa type of video. So, namaste.